Welcome to another video from K Wrestling. This is the little banner for K Wrestling, and this is how we're gonna start K Wrestling off. We're gonna use this for Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, and yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. Let's get right into it. First, we get Bianca Belair walking down the ramp. Walking down to Gorilla, and then she basically says a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna be honest. I did like Naomi's promo. I thought Bianca would still be on the edge a little more about who she would pick. I thought this was gonna be like a picking situation, but I guess not. They're already like trying to fight. This might happen at Evolution, or maybe that's Naomi and Jade, where she just thinks how did I forget what place they were in? They literally said it like 15 times tonight. Well, what was they at? Hold on, let me check. Tennessee, I just found it out, and she basically talking about her place in Tennessee, her mom and her dad, until she gets interrupted by Naomi. And Naomi, she's basically saying that you should have forgiven me. And you talk about your mom and your dad. I broke into your house when they weren't there. And you know your photo album on the coffee table? Yeah, I went through it. And you were so happy. And that reminds me of how me and you was B. And then Bianca says, if you go near my family, my mom, again, what you did to Jay was going to be 10 times. Wait, what you did to Jade was going to be 10 times less than what I'm going to do. And Naomi says, I'm going to put your mom in a wheelchair and you in a wheelchair. And I don't remember nothing else but Jade Cargill coming. Jade Cargill comes off, just looks at Bianca, and then goes in the ring and started punching Naomi. Naomi punching her back. Naomi did run away this time. And I think that was it for this segment. But this is a qualifying match. Nia Jax, Naomi, and Jade Cargill in a triple threat match qualifier, in which Naomi would be the victor of. But let me tell you what happened in this match. At least the ones I know what happened. Naomi and Nia Jax were teaming on Jade Cargill, and that's one of the funny parts. And then Naomi pins Jade, and then Nia yanks her off. And then Naomi's like, I thought we was working together. Like, she just saw you pin her. You think she would just let you go to Money in the Bank, even though you won already? But yeah. And I also don't remember that much. I only remember like 3 parts. I know Jade did Jaden, and then it looked like Nia kind of took Jade's head off. But they were Naomi and Jade. Nia and Jade was doing something on the top rope. And then Naomi rolls Nia up and pins her 1, 2, 3. I don't know what's next for Nia Jax. And maybe the mid-card title. And Jade, she probably going to keep doing that. But I don't know what's next for Jade after the Naomi storyline. Then we have a backstage segment before R-Truth and JC Mateo fight. R-Truth says, you been boned. And he's just like, is that your son Solo? And that's basically what it was. It was the squash. JC Mateo was like punching him, beating him, stepping on him, put him on the apron, and then he ran. JC Mateo ran at R-Truth. Archer moved and he hit them with the shoulder tackles, the legendary shoulder tackles from John Cena. Then the second one took JC Mateo down, but JC Mateo won anyways in like a 15-second match. Then Jimmy Uso came with the chair, but Solo was trying to align himself with Jimmy. This could be interesting for Jimmy because his brother is doing something interesting. This could lead him to try maybe joining Solo. And this could be something real interesting for Jimmy. Let me hear what y'all think. And I think this could be real interesting for Jimmy to do and what his abilities. And what if Solo cost Jacob the match by Jimmy helping Jimmy win because he thinks he's gonna join his team. There you get JC Mateo attacking him, and Solo's mad. He's trying to talk to him, and so he wants him in the group. And we're gonna have thoughts on that too. Yeah, I forget one of my thoughts, but. And then we had the Street Profits. I don't really remember what they said. I'm probably gonna guess. They said we want the smoke. I know they talked about the White Six for like 2 seconds, and then Fraxium came out here, and then they basically said, we had y'all, and since the White Six screwed us, we think we need a rematch, but. Street Profit said, even if the Whites came out, we would still beat you. And then Motor City comes out, basically, I forget, but talk about the belts. DIY, talk about the belt. But Johnny, I feel like they're teasing something. Johnny, talked about the Y6, and it seems like Ciampa trying to be higher above Johnny, it seems like. And we also have another tease about that. And then the lights go out. And I'm probably guess who y'all think it is. And y'all were probably correct. It was Uncle Howdy, no Undertaker. You get Rowan attacking the Motor City. You get Dexter Loomis on the Street Profits and everything. Uncle Howdy's still on the apron. You get Fraxon get taken by Joseph Gacy and Dexter Loomis. And then you see Champ. This is the part I'm talking about. Champ will put what's her name? Candice LeRae, who invited Candice to get jumped on by Nikki. I know she's a girl. She should be fighting her, but this is leading to something. But I don't think they should do it with, because they need more tag teams. It's still going to be better than the Raws, but they shouldn't be doing this now. They should do this like 9 months from now. I don't watch NXT, but I do know who Javon Evans and Ethan Page is. Ethan Page was good on commentary, and what's his name? Javon Evans. He is bouncy. Look what he just did. But I don't really remember. But Javon Evans was confronted by Ethan Page and then pushed Ray Phoenix into Javon Evans, but Javon Evans hits Ethan Page with a clean little super kick. Javon Evans gets pushed off the apron when he was trying to go for something by Ethan Page, and then the Los Garza hits him with the move, and that's 1, 2, 3. Going to Zelina Vega versus Alba Fire, which I'm not going to spend too much time. Chelsea Green mask came off. Chelsea Green, Alba Fire came closer, and then Zelina rolled her up, but she should not have to roll her up because she's the United States champion, and that's a big jobber. So, and then we'll get El Campeon, and comes out basically saying, I'm gonna keep this short. Well, he didn't say that, but I'm going to actually keep this short. He says, me and Drew, I give him a concerto, and he barely can move his neck and his head. But I know you're watching. Let's do the Drew McIntyre in person. I know you're watching. And I still can't stand you. And the other thing he says is that Drew and Astro Cage, I respect him. That was a warrior. And then he basically steps aside from Drew McIntyre. And then he says, I'm not going to say what's next for Damian Priest. I'm going to tell you what's next for Damian Priest. And what's next for Damian Priest is the gold. And he says he respects Jacob. He doesn't respect who he aligns with. He doesn't respect who he's taken. He respects Jacob, and he's coming for that mid-card title. That's basically it. I bombed that impression. And then we have the qualifying with Jacob Fatu, Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade. And Jacob goes for this double attack with his, what is it, thigh attack, butt attack, side attack, Samoan attack, to the barricade. He gotta stop doing that because later down his career, that back will be hurt. He gonna be breaking his back. A Spanish fly hit, or I forget. Jacob pushed the wall, but then Jacob hits a moonsault, but Solo tells him to do it again, but it's basically distracting him. And then you see JC gets up and try to tell Jacob what to do, giving him orders to do it again. And I don't think JC likes Jacob either. But then Jimmy kicks JC in the mouth. Solo looks confused, but this Andrade should have never won. Andrade should have got pinned by Carmelo Hayes. We don't need to see the Miz and Carmelo thing unfold. Now we're at the main event. So Cody Rhodes is basically embracing his SmackDown return. But before, Cody is like, I missed you. I love y'all. I love this. Tennessee, and then he introduces Jey Uso. Jey Uso yeeting with the fan with the same world title, and then he did pick up a girl, the little girl, and then and then the lights come off, and then John Cena. No, oh yeah, well, never mind. That was just weird. John Cena comes out and I put this shot in here because it looked cool to me, and it looked sick. And then John Cena basically comes in the ring, turned his back on him, and everything. And this segment wasn't too good, and they didn't have enough time. And then John Cena basically says, you are just nothing but a wannabe John Cena. You are just nothing but a wannabe John Cena. You're desperate. You're lazy. You want my fame, you want my money, and that's basically what John Cena says. And then John Cena basically introduces Logan Paul, which he just glazes him the whole time and say has hustle. And then Logan Paul comes out there and he says, whatever I do, y'all still hate me. If I find a way to walk on water, y'all would say it's because you can't swim. And then he basically coming at the fans. And why did Logan start hitting the camera? Like, one day you're gonna have to pay for those, okay? Those are a lot of expensive. Maybe that was still because on Logan's own vlogs, he be talking to Stu. And then Jey Uso says he wants to fight. Jey Uso says he wants to fight. He hasn't been talking the whole time. It's probably because he did 2 yeets. And he's coming up there and he got to poop or something. I don't know what's going on with Jey Uso. But he get on my nerves. He ain't talking. What the heck was he not talking for? Why was he not talking? Oh, yeah, because he was out of breath. That's why. Was that funny? Laugh. Okay. Then Jey Uso says they want to challenge Logan Paul wants to do what John Cena doesn't. Then John Cena basically like taps Logan Paul on the shoulder and tells him, let's go. Because John Cena's the vet and Logan's the rookie. He should be listening. Then Logan pushes John Cena. And then that's what starts Cody Rhodes saying, what are y'all arguing for? You want a polished peacemaker? And then it's a brawl. And why does Cody always get the best of John Cena in these promos? Not in the promos, but when they're fighting after the promos. John Cena did almost hit him with an AA. John Cena doesn't get to do nothing. I know Cody just returned, but still. But Logan and Jay are fighting on the outside. Cody and John Cena fighting on the inside. Jay dived on John Cena. And then Buckshot, Larian, Cody will duck. Jay kicks him in the face. And then Cody hits him with the Cody that we haven't seen in a while. Cody picks up John Cena's belt. Jay has his. Well, guess what? See ya. Peace. Have a good one and a good day. See ya.